Okay, so I can't remember who exactly said this. I know there's a Logic bar about this, but I swear I thought Nas said this. But best rapper alive is probably somewhere flipping burgers. And this doesn't just pertain to rap. This is always like a quote that I've had in my head, pretty much since a kid. It's like that line is deeper than just rap. It's talking about, you don't know your potential until you actually put it on paper, until you actually start taking it super serious. You know, like that line has always resonated with me, even if I'm butchering it. But the idea has always stuck. It's like you really have to take that chance, no matter what. You know, whether that be professional life, personal life. Going up in school, reaching out to somebody for the first time. Like you've probably met your best friend back in like middle school or elementary school, literally like out of the whim. You know what I mean? Like just some crazy stuff. You say what's up, and then you guys end up being best friends for the next 10, 15 years. Like it's just small things like that. But back to the line, it's always resonated with me because it was so applicable to anything. Like you really have to put your mind to something in order to see it through. And a lot of people just don't truly believe that they have something of value to bring to the world, or that they are even worthy of bringing something to the world. When we all are, what I'm saying, we're all our own scientists, our own engineers, but for a specific skill. You got to find out what that skill is for you. You know what I mean? Like you have to see, man, I'm really good with words, or I'm better with visuals. I'm better with sounds. Like I remember playing the piano as a kid, and it was very hard. I didn't take it super seriously, but it was a class. But I knew instruments, instruments. That's not like what I'm super really good at. I'm not an A++ student at that. I would rather do public speaking. I was really easy, can go in front of an audience and say some BS really quickly and not bat an eyelash. Of course, you get a little bit of nerves and everything like that, but that's just to remind you you're human. But best rapper is probably flipping burgers. Is like hip hop is such a family tree. It's so interconnected. Music in general is, but hip hop you can kind of directly see how it changes, how it molds, and it's so important to know like when you're listening to something, like you're literally feeling the energy being passed down. I don't know how deep some people really get to it, but I truly feel rap on a spiritual connection. Even not just old stuff from early 80s, late 90s to like the golden era, but even nowadays, like when a new artist pops out and it's a completely new sound, like there's so many people popping out every week. Like it's just something new. Like I'm always feeling like I literally will feel a connection. You know what I mean? Like music will alter your spirit. Like Boldy James is on a run right now. You know what I mean? Boldy James has always been on a run, but it's like it's even crazier in these past few months. You know what I mean? Like 6, 7 projects in the past few months. It's like 2020 all over again. But when people start doing things like that, it's like it motivates you to do the smallest things, man. I will Professor Creepshow. Professor Creepshow is a producer, an artist, really really underground dude, and I will literally clean up my whole house to him on a Sunday. You know what I mean? Like I love the different worlds he's able to put you in, based on not even just the tapes, but even two sides of a tape might have two completely different sounds. And artists in all different aspects are just so not only just motivating and inspiring, but they really do shape your perception, and they can also alter your mood. You know what I mean? Like, of course, you're gonna play sad songs. Of course, you're gonna feel very, very melancholy and sad all the time. And, that's needed. That's why there's songs for a variety of different emotions. But man, best rapper alive is always best rapper alive could be flipping burgers. Is that sentiment has always lived on with me? Because you honestly don't know your potential until you actually go out and execute. And that line in particular wasn't about, let's say your homies ain't supporting you, or people are dunking on you all the time and everything. It just mostly goes back to you have to take that first step. Nobody even knows what you're thinking or your thought process, but the way you combine things and see the world could honestly alter somebody else's life. You know what I mean? Like that. Like people don't truly think with the power that they have. You know, like I said, I know it's a logic bar, but I swear I thought Nas said that at one point in time. And if I ever do find it, I'll put it up somewhere. But I just had to talk about that briefly.